Alright, so sorry about this, guys. Did have a bit of an issue with my game crashing, but we are back. Did miss the first few laps, but Julian did manage to jump Dobby, and Baraka's all the way down. Baraka's all the way down. He has fit the hard, so maybe there was an incident there, I'm not too sure about, but Captain Blade is all the way up. We had so many people out. But yeah, we are back. It is currently lap 3. We did miss the first 3 laps, but Julian, he's just, I think the intervals is glitched. But Julian's the first actual person in.
Hello!
Do you have Pricey with us now?
Hello, TUF1 community, or TUF community. This is a very fun race already.
We have over half the field, well, nearly half the field pitting already, and it's only lap 4. We have Julian, who's just come in. He's, after this pit stop, he's down in 13th. Jeez.
Yeah, the race start was not the most fun. Everyone was on cold tyres and...
Yeah, I can imagine that, I can imagine.
Yeah, like Lucas had a drive-through already, so...
Oh wow.
He's a bit out of sync compared to Julian now, because Senior and Julian's now in the mediums.
Yeah, and so Baraka's all the way down in 15th.
Yeah, Baraka had a collision with, I think it was Fnatic, maybe, off the start, who then collected me and put me out on the wall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At the moment, we've got Dobby in the lead.
Yeah, he started on pole.
Dobby.
Yeah, started on pole, and then Julian obviously jumped him, but he's back in pole. We have Boogeyman in second, Bats in third. It is all out of sync at the moment, but so Julian's currently in a net P1. We have Luca, who I'm not sure where he's going to come out after all the first pit stops. We have Eden coming in from 7th, and also Hamres from 8th. So probably looking for them to come out just, well, not just ahead, but ahead of the likes of Young Breezy, and Luca is in again.
Yeah, so Luca's in for his actual pit stop, getting off those soft tyres. The person that you probably want to watch out for is Santera, actually, up in 7th place on the hards. Already.
Oh, so is this...
Oh, there's Breezy.
Oh, yeah. So is this the tyre... No, I'm guessing this isn't the tyre that he started on.
Yeah, Santera was in P11 or 12 when he started.
So he started
Toma,
on... Yeah.
Yeah, so Toma, Reese and Santero and Captain Blade.
Oh. So yeah. Well, I mean, Captain Blade is in on the mediums now, and he does have a penalty. I do believe...
Like, we've got Toma on the back of Andy here. Is he going to go for a move down the back straight? Obviously, Andy's on the older tyres.
Like.
Yeah, just breezes past as young Breezy actually leaves.
Yeah.
Funny that.
I'm not sure what's going on with Breezy there, but
he's probably got the same internet connection as Stu.
Oh yeah, probably. But we do see Risa's up into second now, where Dobby's just... He's holding his
Dobby's
lead.
staying out. It's strange when Dobby's staying out this long, like the softs should start going off pretty soonish.
Oh yeah, definitely. It should be dropping off. Once I find that on China, once the tyres just start wearing down a little bit, they just drop off a cliff. More than any other track. Once they start going on at China, they just completely drop off a cliff. So
Yeah.
he's just got to be careful with his throttle applications, got to get all of his corners right, not make the rear end squirm a little bit. But as I was talking, we saw Julian did overtake Santero, and he's already built a gap of half a second. So we're seeing the pace from Julian on the mediums compared to Santero on the hards. It's like, it's just a different world. Julian
Now
might as
Dobby,
well just, yeah, he might as well just be racing completely different race to Santero at the moment.
Well, Julian's actually within Dobby's pit stop window, and Dobby's actually continued. This is interesting to see.
He's going for the bat strategy of prolonging the tyres as much as he can.
Maybe Bats has been in his ear teaching him the ways.
Yeah, maybe. But Bats and Boogeyman are actually jostling places. So maybe Bats can... he's a little bit too far back to get him on here, as Boogeyman, I do believe, he was using a bit of VRS, but he's got 40 seconds at the moment. Well, 40%, not 40 seconds, Jesus. But yeah, Hamres picks up a penalty for multiple warnings. We do see Captain Blade with a 5-second penalty. That may be a drive-through.
No, it won't be.
It won't be a drive-through.
When he comes in for his pit stop.
Ah, yeah.
Same as Stinner.
Yeah, not many penalties at the moment in the first 7 laps. Which I'm kind of surprised.
I find
yellow
this
flags.
is one of those tracks that's quite hard to get penalties. Who's lost it? Dreamsy's lost it.
Yeah, Dreamsy has completely lost it. He could say that's an unsafe entry to track, but of course we do have Ghost in here. But we see both of the... Ooh, what's happened here now? The cold tyres.
Tyres are just too hot.
The hot tyres are just... There's very... At the extremes of tyre temps, they just act so similar. They're just like...
Dobby's in.
You might as well just be driving on ice. So Toma's already jumped Dobby and Risa. Let's see where Julian... He's definitely jumping him. Now it's going to be close between Santero and Dobby.
I would say at this moment in time, I would say Julian isn't going to the end. I'd say Julian probably has to come in again.
Oh yeah.
Because mediums will do like 14, 15 laps, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna come in. He's gonna come in for another set of mediums, I think. I definitely think, unless he has some magical powers that he can make the mediums last like another 3 or 4. Maybe even 5 laps, he's going to come in for another set of mediums. But yeah, the only people who are relatively close to each other is Dobby and Santero, who are currently sitting in 4th and 5th. Although saying that, we do have Boogeyman on the back of Captain Blade. And Boogeyman's just going to breeze past him.
Oh, he's fighting it.
He is fighting it. He did go a little bit... contact.
Now Captain Blade has the DRS on Boogeyman though.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact, and he is dropping back so much. And Bats
has already passed.
Bats is already past him, and just looking at the ERS already, he's run out of ERS, and it's lap 9. He does go for a half-eyed attempt. But at the end of the day, I think Captain Blade is just out of sync. He's on barely even 10% ERS.
He is a reserve for this race.
Yeah, he is a reserve, and we are thankful for having the reserves in this league that can come that can step in when the regular full-time drivers can't make it. But yeah, it's just, if you're a reserve in this league, you just fill in spots unless you do have the pace.
Unfortunate for me, I don't have the pace.
It was unfortunate what happened at the start of the race for you, and for everyone with the lobby glitching.
Yeah, it was fun race start on cold tyres. I think Young Breezy's not actually coming back into the race.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, he left the race. He did leave the race, and I don't believe he's actually gonna be joining back. I haven't seen anything. I'm not sure I actually have Breezy added.
I've been inviting Breezy.
But yeah, looking back to the front, we do have a three-way fight for this P5. We have Boogeyman going down the inside, and he's sticking it.
Bats is doing the same move.
Bats is doing exactly. Oh, we get close, and he is passed. So, in the space of a few seconds, Santero has come from 5th to 7th, and that's not what you want to see when you're Santero. But he is on the hard tyres. They are notoriously a bad tyre on this game, but you'd really look towards the end of the stint where everyone else's tyres start to drop off, and that's where the hard tyre excels.
I think the biggest thing at the moment is for Dobby, and if Dobby can close the gap on Julian, being on the harder tyre, he's got all the chances of probably winning this race.
Oh yeah, definitely. You've got...
hell was that? Sorry.
So, I think I'd say about 3 or 4 laps time. Well, I'd say about 4 or 5 laps time we'd see Risa and Toma coming in, which will put Julian back in first, and then we'll just have to see if Dobby can... He is on the hard tyres, but let's see if he can actually keep up with Julian and potentially close this
and
gap.
Dreamsy's lost it again. I think Dreamsy's actually left.
I'm not too sure. Not too sure if he's left, but the next fight we'll look at is... I'll hop on board with Bats because he is 4.5 temps down on Bigger Man, make that 5 temps, and they're both on the same age of tyre, but I think these two drivers are fairly similarly paced, so this is a fight that I'd be interested in seeing at the moment. But of course it is near the front, and obviously anywhere from P5 upwards is good points in my eyes.
Andy and Captain Blake going side by side.
And
Andy's losing the rear end.
And Reese is coming in. Reese is coming in for his stop.
And Toma continues, so Toma takes the provisional race lead at the moment, with Julian only 4.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, let's see where... I'm going to see where Reese... what tyres he puts on. He puts on the hard tyres.
So Reese is also going to the end.
Yeah, he's going to the end from here, which I'm a bit surprised about, because he could have gone an extra 4 or 5 laps.
Just the tyre wear at the beginning of races is normally a lot higher, I believe. So
yeah,
he's probably trying to get the undercut early so that he stays ahead of Toma. If Toma probably came in a couple of laps before, he might have got a big undercut on him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, but we have the two McLarens currently leading. Of course, this is something that most of us would like to see happen in real life one day. With
Maybe
now
Danny Rick can bring it back.
Yeah, Danny Rick and Lando Bot. Yeah, just looking down the order, we have Luca just storming through on the back of Captain Blade. We haven't seen much action from Luca at the moment, but Captain Blade is defending it well. He's defending it well against Luca.
Yeah, but Luca's got so much more DRS, and he's going to get a better run out of this long right-hand corner onto the back straight with DRS as well.
He's going to have the ZRS, he's going to have the slipstream, he's going to have DRS.
Captain Blade's gone for a late move.
Captain Blade just cutting across the front of Luca, which is very, very risky, but we see Toma coming in now. And unlike Risa, he's dropped down the order.
He's got Eden, Hamres, Santero, Bat, Boogeyman, and possibly Julian all to pit again.
Yeah,
so if he can keep the pace up on the hards, be interesting to see how this race comes out at the end. As Hamres actually goes past Santero as well.
Yeah. I really feel like just looking at how Hamres has been going so far, he's been under the radar for most of this race, but he's slowly been working himself up. He is in 6th at the moment. He's on 7 lap old mediums, and he's currently about 3.5 seconds behind Risa, which I think he can definitely close down, but on 7 lap old tyres I think it's going to be difficult, and he will want to get onto new tyres, I believe, as quickly as he can. As I was talking,
it's Bats Plus.
he is getting closer to Bigger Man
You're
than
gonna
he
make it
does
stick down the inside. Boogeyman's trying to go for the switchback.
But it doesn't
Bats
work
got
out.
better traction.
That's an amazing move from Bats.
Boogeyman's going to have the DRS on this straight.
Let's see how he gets on. He isn't close enough to get the move done here, but we do see Captain Blade is making his way down.
Oh, Squicknick's lost it. Oh, he's reset to track. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, very
Has he got
interesting.
damage? There's no is there any damage? Is damage on? It's interesting.
I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure if damage is on or not.
As Captain Blade comes in to serve his 5-second penalty. Looks like he's going onto the hard tyres, so he will be going to the end. Trying to make the most of those tyres for the next 14 laps.
Yeah, definitely. But just looking at any other Boatman's got the glitch. That's not nice to listen to.
I think Julian does as well.
Oh no, Julian is fine, but we do have Boogeyman's. He has DRS, he's rapidly closing up, but Bats does make a move to the inside. He tries to switch back just as Boogeyman does, but he's got... I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, he's coming in. Coming in at the same time as Julian.
Interesting to know, Reese has actually gained 13 positions from the start.
Yeah.
13 positions.
That's just
guy's an alien.
He's insane.
Insanely.
But Julian has actually come out behind Toma. So Toma's in a great position at the moment.
Looks like, unfortunately, Baraka Cap has actually been a very unlucky person off the start and into the race. He's lost 11 positions starting from 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with the chat. It's saying that there's new messages, but there's nothing coming up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we do see Toma is in a battle for 5th place with Eden, and Captain Blade is... I'm not sure. I haven't got any on-screen prompts, so I'm not sure.
Oh, virtual safety car. Who's that for?
Oh,
that's for Captain Blade.
He's crashed
into the pit lane wall.
He's crashed in the pit lane.
It's interesting. He's done a Lewis Hamilton, but there's no gravel trap there now.
Yeah. Let's not go on board with Bushman. Oh, Andy makes a move on Toma, but goes wide, and Toma gets a switch back.
Oh, Biggie, is that? That's Hamres into the pits.
Yeah, Hamres is into the pits. So, and Young Breezy, but of course he's at the back.
So Luke is in as well, followed by Stinner.
So it's after the first race at Monza for the AlphaTauris. It's not looking good at all for them. Because Baraka's only in what is 11th, and Luca's down,
Luca's down 13th.
Yeah, he's down in 13th. He is about 9 seconds ahead of Stinner, but from what we're used to seeing, this is a fairly unusual top 3 we've got at the moment with Dobby, Boogeyman and Risa. Well, of course not Risa, because he was in a fight for virtually the whole race in the top 4 with Baraka, Cap, Luca and Julian. But yeah, I'd say it's quite unusual to see Dobby and Boogeyman up there. But of course, everyone in this league has the pace. They all have the pace. It's just who can turn up on the day.
Oh, Hamres is all over the back of Baraka already.
Yeah, of course.
After
when
making
you've
that
got
pit stop.
Yeah, of course. When you've got a 13 lap old
Stinner
hard,
with another 3 seconds.
Yeah. When you've got 13 lap old hards going up against virtually brand new mediums, it's gonna be difficult.
Oh, Reese has actually got past Boogeyman, so Reese is up into 2nd now.
And Julian's ahead of Toma now.
Put maybe a little McLaren on the radio switcheroo.
Yeah, maybe some team orders coming through, letting the faster driver through. But if you're Julian at this point, you're definitely looking at getting the podium, because you're going to get a podium anyways, because Eden and Boogeyman have to pit again.
Oh, you've got Santero, Andy and Luca all within 1 second of each other.
Yeah, I think this will definitely favour Luca a lot more. Just because he needs to get into the points, whether it's just 1 point. It's all gonna add up, but at the moment it'll be... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
it'll be harder for Luca to pass these, being the 3rd car in this DRS train.
Yeah.
You're probably going to look for Andy to try and make a move and try and get away from Luca as quickly as possible here.
Yeah.
As Luca's actually getting I would say, bad drive out, and Andy's all over the back of him. As Toma actually gets past Eden, as Eden's come into the pits.
Yeah.
And Boogeyman.
So currently, we saw in the last race, as I've mentioned before, the AlphaTauri 1-2, we could potentially, well, it's probably not going to happen, we could potentially see a McLaren 1-2 here. But just Dobby is just so far ahead. He's currently 9 seconds ahead of Risa, and Risa is another 9 seconds ahead of Julian, and he's already pulling a gap to Toma. So even if Julian can get to P2,
Santero and Andy are going side by side through turn 1 and 2 as Andy comes out on top. Eden runs a little bit wide onto the grass.
So now it's a four-way fight. With Eden in P10, you've got Andy, Santero and Luca all in a train. And it's
exciting.
It's going to be the worst feeling for Luca now, being the fourth car in the train, the last car in the train, because if you're even Santero being the third car, it's going to be very, very difficult for either of those two. They need Andy to just
Eden's actually got 100% ERS, so he's got loads to defend with.
Oh yeah,
probably.
Do you see?
Have we got side by side?
So Bats and Boseman fighting as Bats did overtake Boseman going around the hairpin as he sets the fastest lap of a 1:32.826. So during the stream earlier, we did have a little bit of an interaction of me asking who would DNF first, and it's fair to say that most people did say you.
What, me?
Yeah.
I have to take that as a surprise.
It was something that was out of your control.
What, with my controller?
No.
Oh, out of my control, sorry.
Yeah, it was something that was out of your control, your DNF, so... But take that
yeah,
as...
it's going to be
interesting
to see what the stewards have to say about it afterwards.
Yeah, of course. I didn't see what happened, so...
I'm probably expecting a lot of stewards' inquisitions tonight.
Oh yeah.
I feel will have
sorry
a big
for
job
Watesy
on his hands.
here. Yeah, I feel sorry for Watesy.
But that's what he gets paid for.
Yeah. They're looking at Dobby at the moment. He is keeping this gap. He's keeping it and he's growing it as well.
Oh,
he's keeping
Eden's
it.
Catching Andy. Is he going to go for a dive into the hairpin? No.
Ooh.
Just a little bit too far back.
He did cut.
Can he get a better drive and get...
He isn't using any of his overtake there, but you could definitely see that Andy was as he's trying to build that gap as they have pulled away from Santero and Luca.
The interesting thing to see is that actually Bats is actually catching Toma. With 8 laps to go, it'll be interesting to see if Bats can reach Toma by the end of the race.
Yeah, of course, going from like the hard tyres, of course it's not going to be an easy job to keep the pace up, and especially when you're on a track like China, it's just going to be so difficult when you've got Bats, who is sort of like the tyre... I'd say he's one of the tyre masters. He's a tyre whisperer.
Yeah, somehow he pulled out doing 15 laps on softs in Mexico in TUF2 last season.
Which is just crazy.
I was mind-boggled about.
He's got a liking to Yuki Tsunoda. He's known as a tyre whisperer.
Isn't he known for something else as well?
Oh yeah, he's tiny.
Yeah. Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he's got a 3-second penalty. That's not good for him.
We've seen a lot of penalties come through at the moment. So Boseman's got the fastest lap.
So just out of interest, at the moment, Andy would go all the way down to 12th.
Ooh.
So going from the points, that 3-second penalty. Julian gets 3 seconds.
Oh. But I don't think that will affect his position unless he makes a really big error, as Toma is falling back. As much as we hate to see it, he is falling back, and Bats is slowly reeling him in.
Yeah, but he's had good pace all race. He's been lucky to stay out of trouble, while other people seem to be getting involved in it. And he's all over the back of Baraka Kappa, or Baraka Cap.
Yeah, I think like he's taken his hards 18 laps.
It's an easy move.
Yeah, it's just an easy move for Andy. He does go around the inside and then cut straight to the inside, which maybe could have put...
Yellow flag?
Yellow flag. I didn't see what happened there. But we do see Baraka is in the 6th goes for the outside line contact, but not enough to put either of them out.
Eden's just sat there rubbing his hands like, come together boys.
He's just waiting there, waiting for one mistake from either driver to get him up further in the points. But yeah, just Risa
so far it's been quite an interesting race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Seeing some people where we wouldn't usually see them, seeing just seeing people where we usually wouldn't see them. Like we wouldn't usually see Luca down in P11. After last week, we wouldn't see Baraka down in P9. Even someone like Hamres, who's in the past shown that he's got a lot of pace, through last season down in P7. I'd kind of expect him to be a little bit up the order.
So it seems at the moment, if the order stays the same, Reese would take the first position in the Drivers' Championship. And I think Luca would stay in second, I think so. Would move to second, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I do think
well, he's doing 20 laps on hards. I applaud him. It's not an easy thing to do.
I do believe, actually, that maybe Dobby would actually be leading. Yeah,
oh yes, he would.
Yeah, Dobby would be leading it because he would have. He would have the 25 points, and currently he is on 12, so that would put him on 37. And Risa he's currently third on 15, and then he'd be on 33. So a 4-point gap with Dobby and Risa.
Yeah, I had a mind fart for a moment there. I completely forgot what the points were. I thought it was 20 for first.
Yeah.
Oh, as we see Eden go for a dive bomb onto Baraka Kappa. Luca's all over the back of them. Oh. Is Luca going to make a move? Luca's gone down the inside. Can he get Barak now?
There might be some team orders coming in.
Yeah, if you're a Barak, you'd probably want Luca to try and chase down Andy.
Yeah, you might see some team orders coming in, maybe, but Baraka is on 21 lap.
Because Eden actually makes a late pit stop.
So maybe it wouldn't really matter if he goes for fastest lap, because he's going to be outside the top 10 and he won't get point for it.
Oh, he's got damage.
Oh, maybe it must have been from that battle with Baraka then.
Yeah, it must have been, yeah.
And just Luca has just got so much overspeed on Baraka. And it
what did I say?
Makes it look so easy.
That is all over the back of Toma already now.
Already
4 laps to go.
1.1 seconds.
Toma is obviously struggling on those hards compared to the 8 lap old mediums.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Toma is on the extreme inside of the track, and he didn't really have to compromise his line like that, but
it's just getting out of the slipstream so Bats gets none of it.
yeah, but when you're that far back, when you're over a second back, the slipstream doesn't really affect your car. But we'd see Baraka does overtake Boseman, and he's... Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. There's a bit of contact, and Boseman has now overtaken Baraka, so Baraka's out of the points now, but Boseman does have a penalty, which will put Baraka back into the points, but Baraka wants to get it done on track. He is being squeezed, but even on 22 lap old tyres, he's still got the pace, but that was very, very close.
Boseman's got no front end plate on either side now, so he's going to be struggling for front downforce.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's going to be like driving on ice, going through corners. The front end just won't grip. Ooh.
I'm not sure what happened to Bats there, but he did go off the track, and he is within DRS range of Toma now. So the DRS detection.
But Bats hasn't got that much overtake to play with. He's only got 20% compared to Toma's 20% as well now.
But Bats does get the DRS, and the two newcomers into TUF1, both coming up from TUF2, finishing first and second, as Risa gets that 3-second penalty.
The biggest thing to see is if Luca can catch Andy and get within that 3 seconds to bump him up another place.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a gap of 5.1 at the moment. He needs to find 2.1 seconds.
Yeah, I think Dobby's got this
Bats
race
has a snap of oversteer.
Yeah,
I think if Dobby bins it in a wall, I think he'll lose it. But I think if he keeps it on the black stuff, he'll be fine.
Yeah, but just look, he's kept this 9-second gap to Risa for the whole second half of this race, and he's just managing the tyres so well. And props to Baraka for going 23 laps on hards. He pitted on lap.
A couple more out of him.
Pitted on lap 3, and he's still going on the hards.
See Bat struggling for grip on 10 lap old mediums. Trying to put the power down a little bit too early. He's out of DRS range now, Toma. Ooh. So Toma's pulled away slightly. All we need to do is just keep him out of that 1 second barrier, and he'll be sweet on the final lap.
So yeah, at the moment everyone who has penalties is on 3 seconds, apart from Boseman and Squitnik. So even if
Stinner's past Santero.
Yeah, everyone apart from Risa and Julian, I believe. Actually, no, never mind. Risa and Julian will stay where they are if it ends now. Who else? I think Hamrez and
Boogeyman will stay where they are because they're within 3 seconds.
I think Hamrez would actually stay. Hamrez is chopping and changing between that being under 3 seconds and over, but if he can pick up his pace and just get a little bit closer to Boogeyman, he will actually yeah, one more talking about, he'll stay there. Completely forgot that he had penalties, but Andy's gonna stay where he is.
Fnatic and Boseman are going at it. Obviously, Boseman's on the softer tyres, a faster compound.
He goes for the dive around the outside. What an overtake!
Fnatic actually gets a penalty from that.
What an overtake from Boseman there.
Well, Dobby's on to the final lap of the race now.
Yeah.
So this is the last chance. So Bats will need to do it at this lap if he is to pick up another 2 points.
Yeah.
In his championship fight for him.
He has been closing this gap a lot towards Toma, and it's just maybe Toma's just about gonna do enough to stay ahead of Bats. But just looking
Bats
at
has been saving up his ERS, yeah. Like
yeah,
he's got double the ERS.
Yeah.
Just needs to be a little bit closer than what he is at the moment.
Yeah, ideally he needs to be within about 4 attempts to have a chance at overtaking. He needs to be within that 4 attempts. But that's normally, but if you're on a track like China where the straight is just huge.
Dobby's come across the final corner. So Dobby picks up his first win, I believe, of it in TUF1.
And then Risa.
And we got Risa as we got Bats plus catching Toma. Is he going to make a move?
Oh.
He's making a late dive. Locks up into the corner. Can he get the switch back?
Oh, I don't think so. As both of them have very, very little ERS. Oh, he does. He doesn't get the penalty there.
So we got Toma and Bats in 4th and 5th place, followed by Boogeyman, Hamrez, Eden, Andy, sorry.
And then
we got Luca.
Oh, Baraka's pitting.
And Sinner.
Yeah, Baraka
Santero jumps into P10. He's probably going for fastest lap. Don't know who has it at the moment. See if you can take it away. Boastman has it at the moment, so regardless, nobody will be getting a point in the top 10 for fastest lap.
Well, let's see. At the moment, it's Eden is 12th, Boastman 13th. F1 Attic takes the scenic route. And there we go. I'm not sure.
So congrats to Dobby for taking his first win, I believe.
We have to give props to Risa as well. We have to give props to Risa.
Starting very far down.
He started down in, I believe it was 16th. No, I'm not sure how you get this up. I want to see the fastest pit stop. Race director. Pit stop. Fastest pit stop was let's see. 2561. 2.561.
571.
I think it's a 2.569.
568. Is it a 561?
561 from Boogeyman. I do believe it is a 561 from Boogeyman with the fastest lap.
So we've got Dobby in P1, Risa in P2, and Julian in P3. And that's to round out TUF1 around China.
Yeah, it was a very interesting race here. Of course, it's... from the start of the race, it was just hectic. Of course, it wasn't caught on stream. But
I'm sure there'll be some clips into the chats later today.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be looking forward to seeing those. But yeah,
I'm waiting to upload mine.
Albeit it was a very hectic start and middle to this race. We hope everyone who's been in here has enjoyed it, and we'll be back with you Wednesday, which I believe the next track for TUF2 is going to be Canada. So yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday.